Your agency clients aren't leaving because you didn't get them results. They're leaving because you don't understand the dark psychology of a 12-year Mafia scam. Okay, maybe that's a slight exaggeration. In 2001, the FBI arrested an ex-cop named Uncle Jerry who rigged the McDonald's game for 12 years straight. He funneled winning tickets through the Colombo crime family, stealing $24 million in prize money. But in taking him down, the FBI accidentally uncovered one of the greatest client retention systems ever built. And if you're running a marketing agency right now, what I'm about to share with you will change how you operate forever. Back in the late 80s, McDonald's was already serving roughly 1% of the entire global population every single day. But they had a problem every agency owner knows too well: getting customers to come back. So in 1987, they launched Monopoly. The game had two layers. Layer one was instant win. You peel a sticker, you get free fries, you get the immediate dopamine and the immediate reward. And the layer two was collect to win. So in this case, it was Find, Park, Palace and Boardwalk. And together, and you win $1 million. It was simple, clean, genius, You just win these two and you get the $1 million prize fund. But here's what nobody kind of tells you about the game. The odds of finding Park Place were roughly 1 in 11 and almost everybody got it. But the odds of finding Boardwalk were 1 in 250 million. So McDonald's printed tens of millions of Park Place pieces and they printed almost no Boardwalk pieces. And the one that did exist, the winning tickets, Jerry Jacobson was stealing every single one of them and selling them to the mob. So for 12 years straight, nobody legitimately won $1 million prize and the game was completely rigged. So the FBI finally caught him for an operation called Operation Final Answer. And they built a fake Hollywood production company named Shamrock Productions, complete with branded vans, and interviewed the fraudulent winners on camera thinking they were filming a McDonald's commercial. And over 50 arrests and 24 million in fraud exposed. And the trial of the century started in Jacksonville, Florida on the morning of September 10th, 2001. And the next morning was unfortunately September 11th, and then the entire story disappeared from history. Now, here's the part that should genuinely disturb you: was during all of the 12 years of that fraud, while the winning pieces were being stolen by the Mafia and no normal person could win a major prize, McDonald's sales still went up every single year. And customer visits jumped from an average of 10 times a year to 26 times a year, and increasing 147% in customer retention from a game that was mathematically impossible to win. How? It was neuroscience. So when players found Park Place, they felt one piece away from being a multi-millionaire. And fMRI research from Dr. Luke Clark at the University of Cambridge shows that when a human experiences a near miss, the brain's reward center, the striatum, I believe it said, lights up in exactly the same way it does when you actually do win. So dopamine spikes during the anticipation of the final piece, not the reward itself. So humans don't need to win to stay loyal, they just need to feel like they're almost winning, as well as winning. But if you read that line again, because that's the entire reason your clients are churning, because humans don't need to win to stay loyal, they need to feel like they're almost winning. So right now, you are running the exact opposite of the McDonald's system. To sell to your clients Boardwalk on the first sales call, you promise the massive end goal, the $1 million result, the transformation, and then one or two things happen. Either you fail to deliver it and they'll fire you out of disappointment, or you deliver it too fast and they fire you because they don't need you anymore. And that one's a bit, I just want to expand on that one a bit more. What I'm basically trying to say here is, if you on the first day are kind of generating more than they were even thinking of expecting, and there's not like a period of, okay, is this going to work, and they put the skin in the game, then they're more likely to churn because they might just think it's repeatable, if that makes sense. So let's say you're a marketing agency and you're the best in the world, let's just say, and you're running these ads and you do great results for the client, but then it turns out they quit and they go with a different agency because in the first 2 days or whatever running the campaign, they were getting these amazing results And they aren't thinking, okay, that's because I'm with an amazing agency. They're thinking that's because every agency can do that, which is sort of a problem. So a lot of the time it's having the skin in the game, making sure they understand the transformation and feel like they're on the journey. So you basically handed them the $1 million, the dopamine's crashed and they've churned, and the fix is not better results. The fix is engineering the near miss into your service delivery. Now that sounds weird, but here's exactly how. So step one, the 48-hour instant win. McDonald's gave you free fries within 30 seconds of playing, immediate dopamine before the game even started. And within 48 hours of a client sign-in, before you've done any real work, drop an unannounced high-value asset directly into the inbox. Obviously, this is dependent on the business you're running and what the client is, but it could be a competitor ad teardown, a landing page audit, a list of 50 scrap leads that they could contact. It kind of doesn't matter what it is. It's just like the free fries, it's just to give them value. So instead of thinking about what they've spent, they think about what they've got. Because if you go to McDonald's and you pay for a meal and then you win free fries or chicken nuggets or a burger, you're no longer really thinking I've just spent £10 on the meal. You're thinking I've just made £2 for free. So giving immediate free value unexpected is one of the greatest moves you can do, especially at the onboarding stage. And this one, eliminates buyer's remorse, resets the patient clock, and conditions them to associate your agency with reward from day one. And step two, the Park Place report. So stop sending PDFs on Friday, full of data your clients don't understand or care about, because nobody stayed loyal to McDonald's monopoly because of this the statistical probability breakdown on the back of the game. They stayed because it felt close to the jackpots. They're not telling you've got 1 out of 250 million chance to win. They're just saying if you get another one of these, you're gonna win. And although they're two different framings, have very different effect on buying and how you feel about winning. So every single report you send needs to be framed as proximity to the next milestone, not just raw data, like progress towards it. So, for example, phase one is locked in, whether that's setting up the ads, or if you've just started the first campaign, cost per lead is down. We're now one thing away from unlocking phase two. And in the head, it's like, okay, I've got the Park Place, and now I need to get Boardwalk. Is just like the next one, and they're like, that's what we're expecting, that's what's going to come. And it always keeps them on edge of, okay, we're close to winning again, and that constant cycle of winning will just make them stay. At that point, your results matter less than the idea of always winning and moving forward, but it is kind of still reliant on you doing a good job for the client naturally. So they will not churn when they biologically believe they're about to win. And step three, the variable ratio reinforcement. So McDonald's didn't put the winning piece in every fifth meal. They made it unpredictable to anybody. And that unpredictability is what made the habit loop impossible to break. So right now you're sending a scheduled report every Friday at 5 p.m. The client's brain knows at 5 p.m. I'm going to get this report with loads of information I don't want to see on a Friday at 5 p.m. because I'm with my family or I'm going to the pub in some cases, whatever it is they're doing. So they don't care for that. But what they do care for is unpredictable wins. So, instead of once every 10 to 14 days, like on a random Tuesday morning, send a 60-second Loom video with an unexpected good news. Like, hey, I've been able to drop the cost per lead, or this ad creative was working really well, so we've implemented this, or whatever it may be, but just give some good news. Hey, this worked really well for that client. Hey, this. And you can just give them good news. Or it could be sending them it could be sending them a blog somebody wrote. And you say, hey, I saw this blog and I thought about it for you. And I think, if you implement that, it could be good. And it shows, okay, these guys are looking out for me. Why? On a random Tuesday morning. It's like, they've got me in their mind on a Tuesday. It's not like the 5 p.m. when they have to message me. It's like these guys are actually here for me, and, creates the rapport, and it makes them want to stay with you longer. So, the example, hey, wasn't planning to send anything until Friday, but I just saw your cost per click drop 15% on the new creative. Wanted to show you the live dashboard before the day gets away from them. And, stuff like that just makes the client feel engaged, makes them feel like you're caring for them, which you should, but, it just gives that idea. So unscheduled, unexpected, and positive. Research shows that unpredictable rewards spike dopamine 3 times higher than predictable ones. And your clients won't just say they'll become addicted to hearing back from you. And that's the McDonald's system applied to your agency. So instant wins on day one, near miss framing on every report, variable reinforcement in between. So McDonald's ran a rigged game for 12 years and grew sales every single year because the psychology was way stronger than the reality. And your retention system in your agency should work the same way. And you'll find 3 things in the description. So first is my free Discord. The exact Loom templates and the 48-hour instant frameworks are sitting in there right now. So if you join, they'll be free to you to grab and you can use them as far as tomorrow. Second is my Go High Level affiliate link. So I've already built all 3 of these retention systems inside Go High Level, which is the system I use for my clients. And if you use your free trial from my link, or you use my code when upgrading, or just using your subscription, then I'll be able to send them to you and you can plug them straight in. And if your agency is doing over 5K a month and you want me to personally install a system into your business, which will help you scale to the next thing using systems, then the booking link below in the description will help you with that. So you can schedule a call with me for absolutely free, as granted as you are in an agency and you already do have clients. But if you aren't in that bucket, then my Discord and the Go High Level affiliate link will be able to help you get to the 5K a month, where I can then start helping you. If there's one thing that you get from this, is make your agency impossible to fire. It's much more easy to keep clients than it is to get new ones.